I'll drink to that.
Prost. Machine branded Guinness glass.
Prost.
Oh yeah.
Pabst Blue Ribbon, aluminum can.
Someone get this man the Alpha Andromeda koozie.
Are we starting? No.
Well, I'm just gonna start off with a question that just popped up into my mind. What's your favorite tattoo?
Okay, so
Probably.
I think my favorite ones are probably my autograph ones, just because like when I look at them, they still to me like the way the tattoos were done, like they look the way that when I got the autographs. But like the coolest story would be my first tattoo, which is this the Scottish heritage on my mom's side, the Stewarts. I got this belt. You know, it's a pretty common tattoo for people that want to, show their Scottishness off. And it was pretty chill. It was really chill, but everyone was really high, smoking weed. So nothing bad happened, though, except for some uneven lines and, but yeah.
Hell yeah.
What about you?
So I'd say my favorite one probably is this one right here. It's a Broken Bottle with Shake Off the Dirt. It's actually for a Comeback Kid song, Wake the Dead. So the line is Shake Off the Dirt, Swallow Regret. Best story, though, for tattoo is probably my ass tattoo. I have an ass tattoo.
Nice. Can't wait to see that.
Tattoo? I do. Tattoo shops do $13 tattoos on Friday the 13th.
Oh.
So
Damn.
walked into a tattoo shop, saw a skull with 13 on his forehead, blood spots around it, and I was like, yeah, I'll get that one. She's like, okay, cool. Where do you want it? I said, I want to get on my ass. And this guy rolls out from his booth and goes, I'll do it. And I was like, cool. He's going to do it. And so the whole time he's doing it, I was like, why does he really want to see my ass? But it turned out good. And every now and then I'm taking a shower.
Like your ass or the top?
So whenever you wash that tattoo, you can't help but think of that guy.
I think of that guy.
Every time you scrub that cheek, you think of that guy.
Yeah, I forget about it if I'm taking a
that's
shower.
love right
Checkmate.
there.
Yeah.
Checkmate. Can't get away from that one.
No, not at all.
I want to know what love is. This is my first one. This is a memorial for my brother, James. He was murdered when I was 18. And then I got the bear, the devil, one from my wife. I mean, the favorite one, though, I got to say, is this one.
With the microphone.
Yeah, with the microphone and the phoenix.
Ooh. That's a beautiful one.
It was kind of just like representative of just becoming something new, someone new. Every tattoo I have means
Rebirth.
something. Yeah, rebirth.
Hell
if you
yeah.
will.
Phoenix.
Yep.
From
I've always loved the phoenix.
Anyone seen Harry Potter?
Yes.
All of them.
Yes.
I might or might not be listening to the ebooks again at the moment.
Really?
This moment. Yeah, I have Audible, and whenever the new thing I'm listening to isn't available, I just revert back to my library. And so I've listened through the Harry Potters probably so many times now that I'm nitpicking the story. Like I still love them, but I'm like, she didn't realize that she did that.
Lies.
When they so for instance, when they go to erase the memory of the two Death Eaters that follow them into the cafe in the beginning of the seventh one, Ron's like, should we kill them? And Harry's like, no, erase their memories. And Ron's like, I've never done a memory charm. And Hermione's like, neither have I, but I understand the concept. But at this point in time, the entire idea of her parents being in Australia under new identities is because she did a really powerful memory charm. So I was like,
Plot hole.
what? So, anyways, I still love the story, but I'm catching things like that now. I've listened to it so many times.
I want to start doing ebooks, man. Hey,
Welcome back.
What's up?
Welcome back to another episode of Ferryopolis. That's right, we're back. And we have another band with us. This band is based out of Lillington, North Carolina. Is that correct?
That's where we practice.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's home base.
Yeah, home base.
It's near Fayetteville, is that right?
Correct. It's like
Yeah.
between Fayetteville and Raleigh.
Yeah.
And the most important part about this band is their name, which is The Spoke. Round of applause, everybody. Yeah.
Not to be confused with The Spoke Zarathustra. They're another band.
no.
We're just The Spoke.
Yes.
And I believe we are missing 2 band members today. Is that correct?
Yes. Mark and Justin couldn't make it.
A million
you know.
reasons. It's
Many reasons,
yeah,
you know.
yeah,
Justin's a dad, and Mark's just a big big old
What's it?
bitch. Not gonna sugarcoat
Who's
it.
your daddy, Mark?
Today's podcast is brought to you by MarkWho'sYourDaddy.com. I hope that's not a website.
Probably is. And now we're sponsored by them.
Please don't sue us.
It is not a website. The domain is available.
Dude, we gotta make it just for the Spoke website.
That would be too
So
funny.
I guess we can start at my left here.
Oh, yeah. My name is Aaron Bard, and I do rock and roll vocals.
Yeah.
Not specific.
I'm the vocalist. I write lyrics and all that good stuff.
I can't hear you, BK Broiler.
My name is Jordan Slaymaker. I play bass.
He's the new guy.
He's the new guy.
I'm the new
yeah.
guy.
He's the new guy.
Yep.
New guy.
The newest guy. I call him JoJo.
Yeah.
Only I'm allowed to call him JoJo.
Only him. Yeah. Aw, thanks. Thanks, man.
My name is Zeke Mankel, and I like to party.
Whoa.
I also play the drums, but I also party.
Was that a Hot Rod reference?
It was, yes. Yes.
We
yes
were
it
just
was.
talking about that
It
outside.
was, yes.
I love that movie
I was so
much.
nervous I had to do some punch dancing before I came
With
here.
the 70s music in the woods, you fall down the forest.
I only had a small hill, but yeah, I did fall down it.
I need to go to my quiet place. That's the best scene. Sorry. Okay.
I haven't
okay.
seen this movie yet, so yeah.
It's free on YouTube right now, I believe.
Anyways, but yes, that Spoke is here with us today,
Yay.
and we are very excited to have them with us.
We're excited to be here.
Should we mention, so Justin Keene plays guitar sometimes,
Oh, yeah.
and Mark also plays guitar sometimes. So
Yeah.
you'll notice the trend, the two guitarists are not here, so they're here in spirit though.
And Mark and Zeke also back me up on vocals as well.
Got you. I'll introduce myself. I am Jane Ferry, aka Little Ferry is my music artist name. And to my right, Mikhael-Angelo, aka Angel Skinner of Blinded by Blood.
That's fucking
That's
awesome.
metal as fuck.
Thank you.
In the words of
Appreciate it.
Nathan Explosion. That's metal.
Michael is metal in human form.
I'm new metal in human form.
I saw that bullwhip you had downstairs.
Oh yeah, I have a whip downstairs. I can't show it on YouTube though.
We have a Easter egg guest, Connor Tomlinson, who is off camera but can be heard from time to time throughout this episode.
Good to see.
Operator of this studio space, and special thanks to Ashwood Media Studio for letting us use the space.
Say he might or might not be the guy that, does the magic behind the scenes with our recordings.
Yes, indeed.
I've got all the dirt on the Spoke.
Yes.
He's here to fact
Yes.
check. No.
That's a lie. That didn't happen, no.
Does the moth flying around have a name?
It's a stink bug.
Oh.
Oh, even better.
And
Seek and destroy. No, I'm
see him one more time. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Stink bugs. I'm like kind of like getting used to stink
You
bugs.
kind of have to in this area.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
It's a chicken. My dad saw one, so he ordered a bunch on Amazon. And he's just super excited about them. So he was like, "You want it? You want?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's got a bunch to give out to people he feels would have fun with.
Your dad is really cool.
Yeah, that's what I say. If you
Indeed.
ever met my dad, that's really not that surprising.
So I'm gonna have Michael start us off with the first question.
Hell yeah, it's a pretty simple question. How did y'all meet?
If Justin was here, it would be appropriate for him and I to, but he's not here. It's okay, Justin. Don't worry. I got this. It was around September of 2020. Justin put a Craigslist ad looking for a metal band to either join or start one. I hit him up because I was in another band as a bass player / kind of vocalist wannabe, and but I've always been a drummer since the beginning. So we started this. I called it the Metal Project for years. So, and then once we hit a point where it became kind of the main thing, and we had cycled through a bunch of other members, that was when we picked up Mark. Mark finally joined, so he was like the first stable one. And then not too long after, we found Aaron, and we had another bass player for a little while. So, but yeah, so that's when I guess you can take over from when you came in.
It was kind of funny. I was on a podcast with Neighborhood Alien. I think it was like the night before.
You podcast whore.
Yeah. It was like my first one ever. And this is my second one ever. So, I mean.
It's my second.
Yeah.
This is my second one ever too.
Yeah.
My first one was with the guy hiding in the corner. So
But it was kind of funny. I was supposed to practice and, well, I guess try out for you guys the night after. And I got a little bit too tipsy.
he found you on a Facebook group, right? Not Craigslist.
Yeah, on Facebook. Yep. And yeah, I was on Facebook. It was kind of funny. We both answered each other's ads.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it was so funny how it worked out. because I pretty much just put one out there. I was like turned down by a bunch of bands as they wanted to sound like, the next Lorna Shore, and they didn't like the fact that I sang,
Right.
so yeah, they wanted all brutal, harsh vocals and stuff like that. But I like to sing, too.
Aaron likes to sing.
Yeah, I couldn't make that practice because I got too much booze and I ate some edibles that really knocked my dick in the dirt. So I was like, yeah, I don't feel so good. Can I try out, next week? And sure as shit, I walked in there a week later, and rest is kind of history, man.
He came prepared. It was
yeah.
nice. He had
I showed up with lyrics,
some ideas that he had written out. It was refreshing, and
Yeah.
and honestly, we were just at that point looking for someone who could make it from the beginning to the end of a song, and not have like a temper tantrum or do a line of coke in my bathroom, whatever the hell else we.
Just preferably.
Yeah, I mean, it was like it was with the bar. I mean, come on. Yeah, he blew us away. So I had a little hiccup on the bass front, but I told everyone, I was like, look, let's not advertise. We don't need to advertise at this point for a bass player. Like, let's just play a couple shows, and I bet something will happen. And Justin didn't listen. He kept advertising. So we played a show, ran into this guy here, and we hadn't even played yet. And he was like, I'll play bass. And before I knew it, I came back outside, and they were like, hey, he's going to come try out. And I was like, I just looked at Justin, and he was like, eat a dick. And I was like, I told you it's going to work.
It's funny because I worked with Jordan at Veterans Guardian for 2 years leading up to this.
I actually trained him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Fun fact, Aaron used to type like this.
Yep.
Like one finger.
And
now he
And I-
types like
I remember
this.
just going,
Yeah,
man, this
I
isn't
kind of
gonna
do some
actually work.
like,
Now he's
some
now he's
hybrid
good.
stuff. But yeah, it was funny. He was there right before doors opened up, and I was like, oh man, I didn't even know you were going to show up here. I had no idea. Then right before we went on, Justin was talking about a bass player, and he was like, oh, I play bass. And I looked at him, and I was like, you do?
So you turned to me, you're like, you play bass. I was like,
Yeah.
do?
Yeah, I was like, fuck. I
Yeah.
was like, you're like, I play bass? I was like, motherfucker, yes, you do.
And I came back
Here I am.
outside, and they were like, hey, he's going to try out. And I was like,
I
cool.
fucking told you,
All right,
Justin.
yeah.
He
Nailed
told you,
it.
Justin. Yeah.
He told me to eat a dick, but
Yeah.
just because he knows I was right.
You were wrong, Justin.
Yeah, we didn't need to advertise anymore. He did just fall on our lap.
He's like, he came here because of Aaron. No, you can't. You can't say that. I had no idea he was coming, Justin.
None.
Okay.
How did you guys get into the current scene that you're in? How did you meet the people?
Pretty much, I did acoustic sets for the longest time. I would just sing and play acoustic guitar. That's how I started getting into the scene. Like during COVID, I was still in the Army at the time.
Oh, okay.
And I was super depressed, just sitting in my house. We weren't working. And my wife just, told me to get off my ass. And she's like, make a YouTube channel. Do some music. You love music. Why don't you start doing it again? And it kind of just spiraled off into making a YouTube channel. And then years later, I saw Killswitch Engage back in 2022. I saw them and I was just like, man, that was a part of me I thought that was missing. The screaming, like the harsh vocals, like, instead of just singing and all that stuff, it was a piece that was missing that I felt like I really wanted and needed. So I started taking lessons from a guy online, David Wu. Shout out David Wu, Riff Shop. My sensei. He taught me how to scream the proper way without hurting myself, because back when I was 16, 17, played in a hardcore band.
Hardcore bands.
Up in Massachusetts where I grew up. I did it the wrong way and I almost messed my vocals up. So I was kind of scared to jump into it.
Yeah.
I had that kind of keensophobia towards hurting my vocal cords again. I started doing that, and sure as shit, I found one band, Oxygen Thieves. That's my other band. We're not really doing anything right now. Again, was just sitting there, and I really wanted to find something that was unique, and I put out that ad. Me and Justin reached out to each other, and that's where I was introduced to the scene. How I was introduced to Connor, you guys. Through Zeke, I met Connor from Vagabonds, all the Vagaboys, and it's just been super cool, man. Like, this scene is so, it's like a big family, it seems like, and I'm digging it. Met a lot of cool people so far in the past year and some change. It's changed me for the better. It's changed my life. You probably hear this all the time, but it saved my life. It really did. I got to put everything that I've had locked up inside of me for about 14 years.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm here,
I'll bro fist you for that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was good. That was good.
What about you, JoJo?
So I'm originally from Ohio, a small little farm town.
My heart is in Ohio.
God, all the words, yeah.
Dun, dun.
Come
my wrist
and black my eyes.
all right. Sorry.
Fall asleep.
All right, we had to get through that part. That was
Yeah.
nice.
The scene there is really strange. Growing up, and God, it feels old saying it was like 20 years ago. Holy shit. But it's a lot of grindcore, hardcore, punk. I grew up listening, like Exploited, Dead Kennedys. I played bass in a lot of bands growing up, different styles of metal. Was constantly going to shows up in Detroit, actually. Detroit. I played in and out of bands for years, joined the Army, came down here, and then all of a sudden realized that hardcore is very prevalent in the South, down here in North Carolina. So met some friends. Actually, the stink bug's still going.
I'm sorry to interrupt the story here. There's a
waiting for
stink
somebody to
bug
get
on the
him.
light.
You want to take a break? I can vacuum it.
Get a shop. I
That's
was gonna say, get a shop vac.
And that-
Shop vac.
Sorry, keep going. Keep going.
brought to you by Shop Vac.
Just record the noise.
Yeah, I actually want to record the noise.
Yeah. But if you're listening in your car on like a really nice sound system right now,
You're about to get sucked.
You know what? You could tag this episode as ASMR because there will be like a short section of just a vacuum ASMR. He's working on an alchemic circle, really. So he's getting ready to do he's gonna go Full Metal Alchemist.
It's all a
like,
matter of time before he kamikazes himself right into our eyes.
Oh, fail. Miss. Oh, he's running.
Oh! Yeah, we did it!
Midair! That was good. That was good.
Stink bug.
That was good.
Thank you,
Bastard.
Connor. Thank you, Connor. Connor's the expert decayinator.
I've done this once or twice.
Imagine being that stink bug, and you're in a room full of people talking. You're minding your fucking business on a light.
Casting a spell.
yeah.
And
That's a
then
really good
one
story,
of them
yeah.
just comes in with a device, and you get sucked into oblivion, and you're fighting for your fucking life. Like you're chilling.
Enter
you're
the
chilling.
void.
Into literally
Into
a
the-
void, like a
The
vacuum.
black hole. Holy fuck. Rest in peace. Anyway, the more important things is how did you get into the scene, Jordan?
Yeah,
So he joined the Army at this point.
Yeah, so joined the Army at this point. Met a lot of friends down here who grew up in the hardcore scene. Getting out of the military is such a transition.
Yeah.
So I've been out for a few years now, and to this day, it's still a transition. I think a lot of people have issues with that. But getting into something that you enjoy and kind of put your time into and energy is really good for you. Music was something that I dove back into. Met him at work, and he was showing me all the demos of Oxygen Thief and these guys. And so I was trying really hard not to critique too much because I actually enjoyed it. Fast forward to going to the show and just running into him and then saying, "Wait, you play bass?" I'm like, "Oh, hey, yeah, that's me." And so here I am.
When I entered into the scene, there wasn't really a scene. Drunk Horse closed down. The Rock Shop closed down. There wasn't really any shows happening in Fayetteville. Nothing happens in Lillington. I mean, there was probably a few, the Cat's Cradle and stuff like that. But found a place called the White Rabbit. Every Wednesday night at the time, they had this guy that would come up and he set up like a band that would do like if you wanted to come in and play guitar and you knew a song that they knew, they would play with you, or you could just come in and do your own thing. So the last band I was in, we would go in on a couple Wednesdays and play like 3 or 4 cover songs, and from there we filled that band out and just really started pushing for we pushed for shows at the skate shop around and areas outside of our little bubble by like an hour or whatever. But it just kind of seemed like the more and more we played, the more it was just like new local bands, and all of them were like just kind of starting up post-COVID. Everyone was pining for the same thing, and there still isn't really like, I guess, a massive amount of great places to play. And the last band I was in, we sort of tried to do our own thing. It was sort of about building the scene, so we put on this like big old backyard show, and we have 100 plus people there at the height of it. And it was an important thing for me when I was high school age, like finding music, getting in trashy garage bands, writing songs about Whoppers with 7-minute breakdowns. Shout out Joseph Bray if you ever see this, love you. The Whopper Jam and Tiny, yeah.
I'd say it's important too, like for kids. When I was back home, we had the rec center shows. We had a rec center that always had shows. I mean, house parties.
Dude, shows were
house shows were great.
Gnarly.
These days, a lot of times you don't have a lot of bands who, I guess, work together to actually get something out there.
Yeah.
Especially in these less, metropolitan areas.
I think as an area or a scene or a collective, you could call it the Central Carolina area is kind of our scene, because that's sort of how it's like referred to geographically. I went to Central Carolina Community College, for instance. So I don't think we have a defining thing. If you look at several of the biggest bands, in my opinion, at least on the scene right now or whatever, like they're almost all hitting on a different genre vibe, and I love that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, from Impulse to Alpha to Bad Actor. People are comfortable getting out there, and I think that's like the coolest part. You know, the shows aren't always this one monochromatic thing. You know, there's no like gatekeeping, like, oh, you're not hardcore enough, you can't be on this scene. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you can come out there with a ukulele and, you know, you go up and Vagabonds would let you open for them. You know what I mean? Like, they, you know, they would be jamming with it.
And this was fucking Jesus.
You were fucking Jesus?
No, I'm trying to like that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that
Wow.
Jesus fucked.
About to say,
Damn.
I
Hey,
thought that was
now you know. No.
For people who are not watching, I'm sorry, but you are missing out on Zeke's fit right now.
Oh, dude.
Zeke always wears some
Zeke is on
kind of
fleek, as the kids
Scooby-Doo
I can't
merch.
help it. Yeah, it's either socks or I've got multiple Scooby-Doo shirts.
He's all humble, like, I know.
He's all like,
I've always really liked
"Socks."
Scooby-Doo.
Multiple
you know, I don't-
Scooby-Doo.
even at my most serious, I'm probably thinking about an episode of Scooby-Doo or something. So I don't.
It wasn't me.
You know.
There are a lot of people in the local music scene who were in the army or they were in the military and then they came out, and then in order to like cope or like adjust, they found a community in the music scene. And I think that's really beautiful that, like, you know, we have multiple scenes like that can provide an outlet to channel.
Man,
You know.
it was the best fucking thing that happened to me, man. You suffer loss in a way. For me, it was like, wow, who am I now? After 8 years of doing something, like knowing where to be, right place, right time, right uniform. That's what we always used to say. Like, that was gone.
Having everything laid out for you.
Yeah, there was no more structure. So it's like, wow, who am I now? That almost, you know, ended in a bad way. But thank God it didn't. You
Gotta
know,
find something to jump
you know,
into.
I have that woman that's downstairs right now who certainly pulled me out of the muck, you know, so out of some dark stuff.
Is she
and I mean,
your
like,
salvation?
she was my salvation.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, she
Oh.
was. Yeah.
She was your salvation, not your final goodbye.
Two
See what I did there? But
of the songs on the EP are actually about her. So you could say she's my muse.
Oh, I love that thing.
Sounds like a clown horn. Like,
Yeah.
what do you do
I've been
with
like,
Rubber chicken ASMR. Ooh.
Someone lay some bars down. I don't know.
system. Down.
This
System is
Ferryopolis.
down.
The system is down. The system is down.
Yes. Shout out to my dad for the rubber chicken.
Scaring the host type beat.
Sorry.
I have a more lighthearted question.
Yes.
Which is just, what's your favorite mosh pit moment, either from Dustboke or outside of Dustboke individually?
Oh yeah, we did a show at the Ale House, and like before I knew it, we were throwing down. This like, I don't know, 2-year-old runs up on stage and just starts like, and we didn't
Dude.
skip a beat, you know. And the dad like, you know, oh, it was great. You
Yeah,
know,
I've got-
it was,
Oh my
it was awesome.
gosh.
It was a neat moment, you know.
It was so fun,
So
dude. That
cute.
was we had our first stage rusher, man. I actually have that on video.
yeah.
It's a 2-year-old. That's so
And it was the
adorable.
bassist from the Calm. The
Oh,
band
okay,
that
that's
opened
right.
up for
That's
him.
right.
Yeah.
It was another band member's child.
He just came right up on stage, and I was like still singing, and I was like, oh yeah.
Aw,
And
so
it was funny.
sweet.
Like after the show, he was so cool, man. Like he was like, oh, you want to give him a high five? And like he went like, mm-mm. He went like this, and I was like, oh. I was like, hugs, all right. I'm a hugger too, man.
It was a neat
Come here.
place. They had like, you know, like playground area and food trucks and
Yeah.
stuff. So
Aw.
it was kind of like bring your family to catch a metal show night, which I totally respect. Huh?
I'll tell you
That is-
what.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
I actually have video of it. I can share it with you after.
Can like have it pop up on the screen
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
See, because I know one of you guys can edit that. You're probably
Right.
or not. Maybe it just looks like
Yeah.
I'm just stroking a long eggplant.
He's stroking.
I don't know.
We're just gonna put.
Where's he going with this?
Dude, it was so cool. I didn't see it. It was during Lapel du Vie, during that little like end where that charging end there. And I just see a foot come up, and I was like, oh crap.
Someone's upside down.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit. Because I went out into the crowd to sing. The kid did a fucking cartwheel in front of me. I actually have a picture with that kid because I went to the next show at Dirtbag Yale, and he recognized me. He's like, oh shit. He's like, you're from, I was like, Dustboke. He's like, yeah. I was like, you're the cartwheel guy. And I took a picture with him. Had to.
That is
Cartwheel guy.
legendary.
That's
Dude, it
amazing.
was, dude. Dude, it was so cool. Like, yeah, the cartwheel definitely. Like, dude, Justin even pointed. He's like, "Did you see the kid do a cartwheel?" I was like, "Dude, I fucking saw a foot, like up in the air." I was like, "Oh shit, something crazy's happening." And then I just see him like on the side there, and I was like, "Whoa, man!" But that whole entire show, the kids from Shindig were there. They were fucking just going at it, man, and it pumped me up. And now I've started recording all of our shows, like from my phone, just like on a phone stand.
Yeah, yeah. Zeke, would you mind doing me a favor and flip that thing
So I can seize myself?
Yeah. Thank you.
Damn.
Perfect.
Damn.
We have to ask how long all of you guys have been growing your beards.
So it's kind of funny. For a year straight, I didn't shave after I got out. I medically retired from the Army back in February 2023. So a year and some change, and it was actually like when I first met you guys, it was like down to here.
Sorry, Zeke also has a metal bead on the bottom of his beard. Sorry, I had to.
like a Viking
for the
beard bead.
non-watchers.
I'm sporting the morning grind right now. It's a coffee bourbon scented, all natural.
Let me smell it.
They do.
That actually smells really
They
good.
do. They have like a wash you can use and stuff. So yeah, that's again not sponsored. I just really like this stuff. So
I go through Live Bearded, and I'm rocking the barbershop scent.
Okay.
I got the beard wash, the conditioner, balm, oil.
Turning into a beard care
I
commercial.
know.
I'm so sorry.
This is
Oh my God, that'll be
Again,
the
Live
ad.
Bearded, not sponsored.
What are y'all's favorite venues to perform at?
I played at a place in Virginia. It was called the Kingdom.
The Kingdom.
It was like a Norva style venue where like the stage downstairs floor and then the balcony upstairs. The shows we played at the skate park back in Fayetteville, low quality shows, crappy PA, but I just always loved the vibe of people just being on the same level as us, and it got kind of crazy in there a couple times.
Yeah.
So this is gonna get a reaction. I found out I was in a band one time called a Chaos Theory. Apparently that was gonna get a reaction.
What?
Interesting.
Yes, I was. That was a band I was in at one time.
Dun, dun, dun.
See, this is the primary reason we changed it. Statistically, you're going to run into another band called Chaos Theory.
Back in the MySpace days, I remember we put that name on there, and this band from like Rhode Island like got, hey, that's our name. We're in high school,
Oh my
dude. We don't know. We don't care. My favorite type of place to play is always house parties. Something about
intimate.
that vibe. It's a lot more fun, and
Yeah.
you walk off just exhausted. Like, you gave everything. I was talking with a friend of mine. They're like, "Are you physically going to be able to move?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm going to walk off the stage with them probably like exhausted. I'm bringing my massage gun." Like, I'm not kidding you. I'm actually going to be bringing my massage gun.
Pretty smart. I
And
can't,
aspirin.
can't think of many people in the scene who bring a massage gun after
That
a
will be me.
performance.
I have one of those. I might bring one, and we can both say we have a
Yeah.
massage
That should
gun.
be in the starter musician pack.
Yes, massage gun. Yeah, I could honestly use it on my snare drum. A really cheesy roll.
Oh, that's actually a good idea.
Yeah, or on
Yeah.
the bass drum. I'm gonna try that.
What about you, Aaron?
So there was this place where I grew up in Haverhill, Massachusetts. It was called Welfare Records. It was built right on the river, built at a slope. But downstairs from Welfare Records was this place called Anchors Up. That was like where most of the hardcore shows were played. And that place is really like nostalgic to me. As far as like venues like here, the White Rabbit's always so intimate, man. It
Yeah.
always
Yeah,
is.
that's a really intimate place.
You
to
know,
play.
and
yeah.
that's something me and you connected on pretty quickly.
That's probably there up there in mine as well.
Yeah, and then of course Dirtbag Hill. That's definitely one of my favorite places that we've played so far.
The cartwheel.
What bands / like musicians have like inspired y'all as a band?
For me, early on, it was Metallica, Pantera,
Yeah.
Alice in Chains. Actually, was monumental in me getting into music. But after that, Killswitch Engage. You know.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, I mean, getting into the heavier stuff like Pantera. I mean, Slipknot,
Yeah.
Whitechapel, Breaking Benjamin. Those were the bands that really drove me.
Hands down, 9 Inch Nails is my by far.
Yes.
My man.
That's one you don't hear
So-
too often.
so-
either. Like that's sick.
Odd little side story. I actually worked on a 9 Inch Nails DVD
Oh.
Hell
a
yeah.
long time ago.
that's
Were you the
Um,
fluffer?
No, I was community and press for the DVD. Actually, that was an amazing opportunity. I met Trent Reznor. Actually, very short dude, but very built.
I mean, now he's built.
Oh, he's built. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, he used to be like short and scrawny.
yeah. No, now he's just
Hey,
completely yoked.
scrawny guy.
That by far is the band that I have
these wrists.
multiple physical copies of their records. I've still got the picture with them and stuff like that. Hands down, that's my big inspiration. What really got me into bass and the metal scene was John Campbell from Lamb of God. My music tastes are just all over the place. I love hardcore. I'll sit and listen to Celine Dion. I don't give a shit. If I can connect to it in some way, I'll listen to it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just can't do country.
No shame in it. No shame.
So I guess a lot of people, at least us millennials, we just had access access to like our parents' CDs or whatever. So I listened to a lot of like my parents' music, but I really like took to several of my mom's favorite bands. So like I was really big into like Guns N' Roses and Skid Row, Ozzy Osbourne, you know. So these were CDs that we would listen to. I'd be like, Mom, put the Ozzy CD in, you know. We'd be listening to Crazy Train or whatever. But when I got into like public school in Virginia, someone showed me System of a Down, and I had heard like BYOB on the radio. So I really took to System of a Down, which was like the bridge from where my rock and roll metal base was, because, you know, like the 80s hair metal, still metal. It's honestly, it's why I have long hair, you know, for those who can't see.
Whip it around for people who can't see.
Maybe he's born with it.
Yeah, no, that's why I was making the sound effects for the
Hair
people that can't see. Yeah. Hairography. Sometime in 7th grade, I got into As I Lay Dying, Trivium. Those were two big ones that helped establish like my taste for it. And then the biggest inspiration for me, hands down, was the drummer from Avenged Sevenfold, the Reverend Tholomew Plague, rest in peace. From there, I started to get into like punk music a lot. Like, every step of the way, I've always been listening to Silverstein. That's why I do say that they're my favorite band, because I've never really got out of a rhythm where I'm not listening to them. There's a little bit of bluegrass I like Nickel Creek and stuff, but you know, Metalocalypse, like lots of Eurobeat. I like Initial D a lot, so there's some obscure, you know, while someone's like shredding guitar and like singing, and some MySpace music, like this band called Eat Me While I'm Hot. There's my short answer.
Last question. What genre would y'all describe the Spoke as?
I don't think there's an official genre. There's a lot of metalcore influence. The newest song we're working on, if you can't hear the black metal in it, then you've never heard black metal before. We have another song that we're working on, that same thing, like deathcore style thing. So it's sort of, you know, gonna bounce around kind of maybe with those being like, you know, the main influences and driving points, but, you know, trying to put our own spin on it.
Indeed.
Well, does anybody need to use the restroom right now?
This guy.
Okay, so I propose we take a brief break.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty.
Hell yeah.
Double up.
Alrighty.
Has this been good?
Yeah, this is awesome. Oh, I'm so excited.
I've been loving the conversation so far.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
Introducing the Brutal Band Starter Kit! Because greatness starts with a squeaking rubber chicken. A band name generator because Chaos Theory was taken. Beard care tools to groom like a god of thunder. And a massage gun for post-show whiplash and regret. Whether you're headlining the garage or summoning demons in your bedroom, this kit brings the metal. No fans, no problem. Squeak loud, shred harder, beard forever.
Hey, I'm back.
You
got
mean
what you
Grandma's
meant.
Go Feral.
Yes.
Hello, me. It's me again.
Yes.
Alrighty, we are entering the Mad Lib phase, which means this is the final stretch, and it's going to be a speed round.
Okay. All right.
So I need you guys to be ready.
Let's do it.
Do we have our
Sound
thinking
bites.
caps activated?
Yes.
Kind of, yeah.
I prepared.
I'm a little spacey, but it's
Someone
okay.
passed some thinking elixir and around a circle. earlier.
We're gonna
You're like,
switch up the rotation. We'll start with Zeke. From
Uh-oh.
Zeke, I need a noun.
dog.
A dog.
A dog.
And from Jordan, I need a noun as well.
Crown.
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 I don't know.
All right.
Royalty.
Aaron, I need a noun.
A crutch.
Crutch. Alrighty, I love it. For those also not watching, we have a pair of crutches in the background, right? On the floor.
It's on the floor.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. we have a.
Aaron rolled his ankle.
I'm a
at,
wild child.
Aaron rolled his ankle at a Justin Bieber concert.
It's just too metal, you know.
It's such a shitty story, too.
We'll tell it. We'll tell it another time.
It was a chaperone show.
Yeah, exactly. Pony Club.
Just remember that it always gets harder before it gets better. I don't know. what
And
the
it's
line
okay
is.
to like
Okay.
Justin Bieber.
All right. So verb from Zeke.
Squawk.
Alrighty. Now we need a adjective from Jordan.
Adjective, that's a...
Describing word, like fluffy.
Oh. Moist.
Ooh, yeah, moist. Okay. I know a lot of people don't like that word, so that makes
What
me
word?
happy.
Moist.
Yeah, moist.
Uncomfortable. You're all going to get uncomfortable in this, man.
That's the point.
Aaron, we need an adjective.
Gimpy?
Is that a slur? Am I ignorant?
Can it be?
I
I
don't know.
mean, I'm gimpy right now. I don't know. Is it?
Kind of.
If it is, we need to cut that out.
Yeah.
I mean, anything is
have
an
the fact
insult if
checker.
you use it with the right, inflection.
I'm actually going to accept the term just for the sake of the context of the sentence here. I think it will
Gimpy
not
as
be
in
offensive.
wearing a gimp mask.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one that's not
A gimp
slur.
suit?
Okay.
I didn't know it was.
I think it's a proud position. I don't know.
Noun from Zeke.
Nibiru, Nibiru.
I need a verb from you.
I know. Squat.
Squat. All right. We need a verb from Aaron.
Laughing,
Nice.
which I'm getting a lot done here today.
Good. Laughing
Yeah.
cures the soul.
It does.
And we need an adjective from Zeke.
Flappy?
Flappy. All right. And now we need an adjective from Jordan.
Hard.
Hard.
Wait, I want to change mine from Flappy to hairy.
For sure. And then I need a noun from Aaron.
Can,
Like a tin can?
like a tin can.
Yeah.
Okay.
A noun from Zeke.
Car.
And last, but certainly not least, we need an adjective from one of you guys. You can rock, paper, scissors for it or whatever.
You gotta do the rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper,
dude.
leg. shoot? I'll shoot, rock, paper, shoot.
One go, right? You ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Damn it.
Ooh.
Dead. Fatality.
Fatality.
Cold.
All right, are you guys ready for this?
Yes,
Here we go.
Yes.
Here we go. A merry band of dog-playing musicians set off from their garage in Lillington, North Carolina, dreaming of becoming master crowns, not of music, but of typewriters. With only their crutches, snacks, and a questionable map from a gas station wizard, they vowed to squawk their way to greatness. I'm sorry, squack their way to greatness. Their van, lovingly named the Moist Qwerty,
Oh.
barely made it past the first Gimpy Pint pothole. They arrived at the legendary Typewriter Temple, hidden behind a Nibiru, and guarded by a cranky cart-wheeling librarian who could squat with her eyes. ChatGPT came up with that, Jordan. That was not me.
It's fine.
Only those who can laugh blindfolded may enter, she declared, tossing them a hairy challenge. Fueled by a caffeine and pure hard chaos.
I like my chaos hard.
They accepted without hesitation. Inside, keys flew, ribbons snapped, and someone accidentally summoned a tin can. But after a wild jam session and a typo duel with a sentient car, they emerged victorious. Their fingers were sore, their pants cold, but their hearts totally fine. The end.
That just sounds like a fever dream.
It's like
Right?
that was actually our true origin story.
Yeah.
All that stuff I said about Craigslist is not true.
It's like newsflash, people. We're in the Twilight Zone.
That was our
Oh,
true.
man. Thank you so much, you guys.
Hey,
you.
yeah, this has been fun,
Yeah.
man.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Before we wrap up, do you guys have any advice for local bands or musicians getting started in the scene?
Play shows every once in a while, fit it into your life. I guarantee at any local show, there's people in the crowd that are looking to be in bands, or people on stage who are already in a band that might want to be in multiple bands. Even if you don't know squat, you more than likely you can find someone at a local show, who also don't know squat and they want to, learn with you and have some fun. So.
Bottom line is have fun and be yourself.
Yeah, I'd say just be authentic. Really use music as an outlet and a way to express themselves. And don't walk in and say, okay, we have to sound like this. Create your own sound. Keep an open mind.
We'll have everybody's links except Mark's down in the description below. And if you would like to,
Damn, this fuck Mark, I
if you would
guess.
like
Sorry,
to
Mark.
like and subscribe.
We're on TikTok, right? We're on
It's
the
on TikTok. Yeah, we're on everything. Instagram,
Facebook,
Facebook,
Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music.
Amazon. Big things soon to come.
Just type in markwho'syourdaddy.com.
I was about to say it.
Shout out Ferryopolis.
Yeah. Mark, I love you.
Ferry.
Yeah,
I'll
we-
joke, but
yeah, yeah.
who's your daddy?
Thanks for
Yeah.
listening.
Yes, thus.
Spoke.
by the way, this podcast is brought to you by MarkYou'reAHugeBitch.com. Oh yeah, Mark.
Wait, let's flip these. Oh.
Oh
yeah.
my God!
Here
You
we
have
go.
you guys. We have
Oh
two
So-
flip
so-
phones
yeah, we
in
have
the
two flip
studio.
phones.
Yeah, that's the cutest stuff.
yeah.
You get to slam your clothes
Oh
closed
my
now.
God, y'all!
You turn to a camcorder when you
Yeah.
fold it to the side. Old school status.
What the fuck?
Dude,
Ah.
seriously, that
That's
is
so
probably
fucking
the coolest.
cool.
Yeah, dude,
Use
dude,
This one? Oh yeah.
that is the coolest
Wait, that's
fucking
actually
thing.
dope.
Dude, I think
I'm in
you
no way
yourself,
sponsored
too.
by Motorola, but you know, I do love this phone.
Dude.
I do love this phone. They call this the flagship killer.
I like you too.
Huge game.
It's good.
Love.
It's
He's
good.
so-
It's good.
He just doesn't like affection.
No,
I'm
no,
just gonna
no.
come over there and give you a big hug and a kiss.
He does like
I
affection.
tolerate your hugs.
Connor-
I'm glad. I appreciate the.
Yeah.
motive.
He tolerates mine too. It's
Yeah,
all right. He stopped
yeah.
fighting them a long time ago.
Yeah,
He tolerates my
you
hugs.
can't fight it, man.